Force. Learning about types of force. When we see actions of pulling, kicking, bending a rod, pushing, lifting and breaking, and these things does not happen on their own. A force is applied in order to let object move from its original place. Force has to be applied to set object in motion in water, in air, and to reduce its motion. When a player hits a ball with a hockey stick, it raises into the air. When we knead the flour into the shape of the dove, and when we stretch the spring, its shape changes when force is applied. What do we understand from this? Force is needed to set a stationary object in motion, to change the speed or direction of a moving object, or to change the shape of an object. We understand that force is needed to change the speed and direction of a moving object. 2. To change the shape of an object. Let us study types of forces. 1. Muscular force. The force applied using parts of the body like arms or legs is called muscular force. Force applied through the use of animals like bullocks, horses, elephants and camels is also muscular force. 2. Mechanical force. Force applied by using machines is called mechanical force. Mechanical force is used in tractors, motor vehicles, and other commonly used machines. Three. Gravitational force. Have you ever thought how an object, if thrown in air, comes down automatically? This is because the earth pulls the object towards itself. This is called gravitational force or gravity. As we throw an object upward, its motion gradually decreases and at a point becomes zero. After that, it begins to fall downwards. And as it falls, motion increases continuously. When we lift something, we have to apply force against gravity. The greater the weight or the mass of an object, the greater is the force of gravity acting upon it. This is the reason we need greater force to lift greater mass. Magnetic force. The force exerted by a magnet is called magnetic force. Activity. Take a magnet and bring it in front of metal pins. What will happen? All the pins will stick on the magnet. The pin is pulled towards the magnet. Now, if we take 2 bar magnets and bring its north pole and south pole closer, what will happen? It will attract each other. That is, it will stick to each other. Now, let us bring south pole of one magnet bar near the south pole of another magnet bar. What will you observe? They will repel. That is, they will move away. Look at this picture. It's a train, but not an ordinary one. It's a maglev train. This train is lifted up above the track and travels with the speed of 500 to 580 kilometers per hour. Which means, if we travel in this train to go to Mumbai, we will reach Mumbai within 2 hours. How does the train travel so fast? It makes the use of the principle of magnetic repulsion between like poles of a magnet. Magnet repulsion between the track and the bottom of the train lifts the train off the ground. You will be surprised to know that the train actually floats on air and so makes no noise. Frictional force. A certain amount of force acts between a moving object and the surface along which it moves. This force is called friction. Friction always acts in the direction opposite to the motion of the body. Friction between different surfaces is different. If we rub two smooth papers, friction will be smooth. But if we rub a sandpaper with a smooth paper, friction will not be smooth. The ramps or the slopes on railway stations is deliberately made rough so that we do not slip while walking on them. The surface of the slide in the park is made very smooth so that we can slip down quickly. Frictional force can be increased or reduced to suit our purpose. We make use of the frictional force in our day-to-day life. Static electric force. Electricity produced due to friction is called static force. It is a weak force compared to the other forces. It is obtained by rubbing specific substances on one another. To prove static force, let's rub comb on the hair and place the comb in front of bits of paper. What will happen? The comb will attract the papers due to static electric force caused by rubbing. Summary. Force is necessary to move an object. Force applied to an object can change its shape, size, and motion and direction of motion. The various types of force are muscular, mechanical, gravitational, magnetic, frictional, and static electric force. So, that is all in this lesson. Enjoy learning.